Back together again, me and Johnny Weir. Hello, Johnny.
Hello, darling.
There's my, you know what? We might be a great future team in something. I don't know what it is. Johnny is in the house. Welcome to my world, his book. Johnny, you've rocked the world here. You're putting on paper that you're gay.
Oh, it's so shocking, right?
I can't believe you didn't run this past me. I'm totally shocked.
Well, I mean, there was that one time.
Oh, Johnny, Johnny. My wife listens to the show.
Hey.
My beard. So how does it feel any different, or do you feel like, who cares?
No, I mean, it's a very who cares moment. I think the moment that you start making a big deal of things that you're born with is the moment people stop respecting you and stop liking you. It's like when people play the race card. You know, it's not always the right thing to do, but people do it because it's an easy thing to do. Or in the business world, women play the women's card sometimes, and the gays play the gay card a lot. And I never wanted to be that kind of person.
There's a lot of people who I think are in the business, your business and my business, TV and skating, and who are gay. It's pretty obvious, but they haven't said anything about it. Do you think that they should?
No, I think it's up for anyone to decide. Ricky Martin came out after many years of speculation that he was gay, and he did it on his own terms in his own time. And, you know, my book, I never officially came out in the book. I just talk about a relationship I had that happened to be with a man. But something that people aren't liking is when I say I would marry a woman tomorrow if it so struck me. But for me, sex and relationships are a different thing. If I, find a great guy someday, yeah, I'll marry him. But the best relationships in my life have been with women, the most loving ones, the most caring ones, and that's what marriage turns into, right? I mean, the sex kind of goes away. That's what they all say.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
not for me.
I mean, for gay people, everyone has their own way and their own time, and I've never lived in a closet, so I never felt like I came out of one. So I feel the same.
Have you ever dated a woman?
I've never dated a woman, but
have you ever had relations with a woman?
I've never had relations, but I've had good friends that have taught me how it works down there.
Oh.
I mean,
why would you want to know?
I've seen things. Let's just put it that way.
You've seen it.
I've seen and felt things, and it didn't send any happy waves to my home entertainment system.
Tell me about your book signing for the new book, Welcome to My World, in Madison, Wisconsin.
It was shocking. 250 people showed up, at 8 o'clock at night, which is, I don't know, it's so cold and snowy there. It's kind of the middle of the night, 8 o'clock at night. And, New York, obviously, we had a huge turnout, and Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is like my home city. I say city, and I use that term loosely. And then I went around on a bus that had this book cover all plastered on the side, like trucking through Indiana, stopping at truck stops and having that, just sitting there looking at the truckers. But Madison, Wisconsin, so many people turned out, and it was incredible. It's fun to go on tour. What did they say to you?
What kinds of people are these? I mean,
everyone, kids, mothers of kids, fathers of kids, the gays,
The gays in Madison, Wisconsin, how many? Maybe they're all, maybe they're people who are just...
There were about 6.
Deeply closeted, they have no one to tell.
You know what?
Madison.
I think in that way, in towns that are more conservative like Madison, Wisconsin, or Wichita, I think my book, the cover especially is pretty outrageous, and in some way, somebody will gain strength or be able to talk, and that's fun when you can hear someone's life story and you've got 2 seconds to talk to them. I always feel so bad because I never get to respond really, but they tell me, like they've prepared for days when they come up and they say, "Will you sign my book?" And I say, "Yeah, of course." And I ask them, where their sweater is from. And they give me this whole life story. And, the stories out there are amazing. I mean, there are lots of people that live closeted lives. And I wish, if not this generation, then future generations, no one has to live in a closet and nobody ever has to explain anything because it just is. You didn't have to come out as a straight man, did you?
No.
Right.
No, I did not.
Yes.
Now, Johnny, in here, you talk about meeting Sarah Jessica Parker. Is that the pinnacle? Is that better than meeting Obama? Is that?
Yes. I'm not so into the politics of the world. They don't really interest me that much.
What was it like meeting SJP?
SJP was like meeting Gandhi.
The Gandhi of clothes?
The Gandhi of everything. I mean, there are so many people that I've looked up to over the years. Ricky Martin, I did a huge photo shoot for Out magazine with him a few months ago. Lady Gaga, and sat next to her mom. And I'll tell you the story about her mom.
Tell me right now.
So we're sitting there, and Mama Gaga is pretty conservative looking, like an Upper West Side lady. She had the pearls, the gold Rolex, and a little cashmere twin set.
Wow.
Within 2 seconds of Gaga starting to manhandle a piano bench, she was up giving devil horns, tongue sticking out. I mean, that was the coolest moment. It reminded me so much of my mom.
Wow, they're so different, and yet she's so in tune with her.
And she's with her. I mean, on the same wavelength, the same as my mom. But SJP, I was having dinner, which is very normal, at Kelly Ripa's house. And
How did that? This is how exciting.
well, Kelly's been a huge fan for years, and I love her, obviously. And we talk about minks on your toenails, and it's I'll tell you later what minks are.
I don't know what that is.
But it was just this thrown together dinner, of course, with a chef and like sitting out on the rooftop, and it's
How many people?
gorgeous. It was just me and Kelly and Tara, my agent, and Mark Consuelos,
And
Mr. Ripa.
and SJP.
And, well, I'm getting there.
Oh.
And so we have this gorgeous, gorgeous chefed up dinner, and we're all enjoying our time sitting on this gorgeous New York City night and on this big balcony. And then all of a sudden, I see Andy Cohen pop through the door, and I'd met Andy a few times and love him.
Bravo, watch it live.
Yes. And behind him, there was this kind of elven creature in a seafoam kind of chiffon dress with a huge necklace. And, you know, when I look at a woman, automatically I go straight to the shoes. So I look at the shoes, and then my eyes slowly travel up the legs and to the waist and then to the face. And, oh, my God, it's Sarah Jessica Parker.
Bang.
So I walk over to her naturally, as any gay would do. And I hold out my hand, and she says, "I'm Sarah Jessica." I'm like, duh. You're Sarah Jessica Parker. And I start to say, "Hi, and she stops me and she says, "I know exactly who you are."
Oh, how great.
So, I mean, it was the most beautiful thing. And then after she left, I mean, she was wonderful and lovely, and, you know, she's Sarah Jessica Parker. So after she leaves, Kelly says, "She's never been to my house before. She only came over here because you're here."
No.
So when I meet heroes of mine, and Gaga and Christina Aguilera was lovely, despite what is going on in the news right now. She was amazing to me. Just meeting my heroes and having them all be amazing is such a cool thing, because you think of these people, Elton John and so on, and you know, you hear that they can be a little diva sometimes and a little crazy and not so amazing when you meet them in person. I've never had that experience.
Yeah. I find the bigger the star.
And Billy Bush.
And Billy Bush, great man.